Good evening, everyone. And Merry Christmas. I'm Reverend John Morehouse, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this Christmas Eve no rehearsal pageant and a mainline Unitarian church. Unitarian Universalists affirm and promote the inherent worth and dignity of all persons, the power of love to change ourselves and others and society, an open heart and a mind to truth and meaning, whatever the source of our interdependence with all humanity and planet may bring. We invite you to learn more about us, and we hope you will join us again during a Sunday morning service held at 10 a.m. each week. And thank you for joining us this evening. I would ask that you please silence your electronic devices and join me in reciting our mission statement, which is on the screen. Together, we transform lives through love, service, and our welcoming faith. Thank you.
Christmas proclaims its ancient, enduring summons of peace on earth, goodwill to all everywhere. You can't stop a day like that with a little hardship or greed or injustice. It will show up anyway, shining the light of a mid-star into the darkest places of our collective lives. Do not underestimate the power of the manger and the hope it holds. The Christmas song of the angels is not as innocent as it sounds. It has turned the world upside down before now. It still can. Christmas Proclamation by Kendall Gibbons.
Please rise in body and spirit, and let's sing together the first carol, Angels We Have Heard on High. Please be seated. Each week we come together for worship, and we take time to offer our financial gifts to our church. Members of our congregation know that each month we select a different local charity to receive half of our cash collection. This afternoon, instead of asking you to make a gift to support strangers in need, we ask you to support your immediate neighbors in this congregation and the surrounding community. Today's offering will go to the minister's discretionary fund, which is used to assist church members and members of our wider community who are experiencing financial hardship. If you're struggling and need assistance, your minister, me, wants to hear from you. Please reach out in confidentiality, and I will do so and respond to you with respect. The gifts we offer tonight make possible this important pastoral ministry of our church. I can tell you in just the time I've been here, we have used it several times to assist with rent just before eviction, to deal with people who are hungry, and to help others find their way. Thank you in advance for your kindness and generosity. Will our ushers please come forward to receive our gifts?
On this night, in churches and homes and other places all over the world, the story of a baby's birth is read aloud. It is the story of Jesus' birth, as told in the books of Luke and Matthew from the New Testament, the Nativity story. It is a story, not history, and as such has timeless gifts for all of us. Today, some of you will take part in the story and help us to see and experience it as a living story, a story we can all be a part of. So I have to tell you that we actually need a few more players. We need at least 2 more sheep, and we need 3 stars. So if you came in and you didn't know there were costumes out there, or if you came in and you thought you were too cool, or if you came in and you thought you were a grown-up, so maybe you weren't supposed to take the costumes, let me tell you, you are not too cool, you are not too old, and I need 3 stars and 2 sheep. And I'm not going until I see 5 people heading for the door. And she doesn't count because she's one of the costume elves. Okay. I see people. Woohoo! Okay. The shepherds had more than 1 sheep is kind of the gist of the story here. Okay. So, we also will need extra angels a little later on, and you can decide to be an angel at any time, but there will be a part where I say, if you want to be an angel, you can go out and get an angel costume and come back. And Bella, you can do that then. Yeah. Angels are often unexpected. So if you weren't expecting to need to arrive early and get a part, this is your opportunity. So you'll hear that about halfway through the story. And I really appreciate Nikki and Sandy helping everybody get a costume, and they will help the angels get their costumes when the time comes. So if you are taking part in the story, our stage managers will help you know what you're supposed to be doing when, and that is Tracy and Anna, who are at the back there. You can see them if you look in the back. Tracy has a Santa hat, Anna has a red scarf. So if they tell you to go somewhere in particular, you should probably do what they tell you to do. And if you are a character in this story, even if you don't have a speaking part, which most of you don't, listen carefully for directions about what to do while you're up here. For example, act terrified, or amazed. Make haste, which means move quickly. Or kneel down, which I'm not going to do because you won't be able to see me and it will be very undramatic. And so we begin. Our story is an ancient one, yet we ask you to listen and watch as if you are hearing and seeing the tale for the first time before myth was mistaken for history. Hear the quiet story of a peaceful birth, the story of a humble carpenter and his gentle wife, shepherds in the starlit fields, animals near a manger, the story of the deep human and natural longing for peace. Imagine that you are seeing for the first time a story that questions the assumption that power resides in armies and armadas, magic swords and sacks of gold, in prophets rather than in prophets. Prepare your heart to understand the message this story holds out of the strong, transforming power of love. Invite you to rise in body or spirit or both and sing with us, Joy to the World. Once upon a time, and far away, the fierce and strong armies of Rome conquered the world, and the head of the Roman armies, Caesar Augustus, decided to have all the people in his empire counted and registered. And so it was decreed by Caesar.
All people are required to go to the city or town where they were born to be counted and registered, or else.
For some people, that meant a long journey. Joseph, a carpenter, and his soon-to-be wife Mary had to travel all the way from the town of Nazareth, where they lived, to Bethlehem, where Joseph's family had lived when he was born. This meant a journey of 4 days. They knew that the journey would be slow and difficult because Mary was expecting a baby very soon. It would be very uncomfortable, both walking and riding on their donkey. They started on their journey, traveling by day and sometimes through the dark night, which was lit only by bright stars. Please come forward, stars, and stand right there. And let us sing together, O Little Town of Bethlehem. When Mary and Joseph got to Bethlehem, they were very tired. The home of the relatives with whom they were to stay was filled to bursting, and there were no guest rooms left anywhere. Joseph couldn't find any place for them to stay. At last, their host said,
You can sleep in the room with the animals. That should be warm and cozy.
Mary and Joseph agreed. There were some animals in the house. Animals, please come forward unless you're a sheep. No sheep. Other animals. The animals welcomed the presence of Mary and Joseph into their cozy home. No Nobody's the peacock. Nobody ever wants to be the peacock. Next year, I'm going to make my 18-year-old be the peacock. Come on up, animals. Perhaps they knew, even before Mary did, that the time had come for Mary's baby to be born. Mary gave birth peacefully to her firstborn child in a simple home surrounded by animals and with love and support from her partner, Joseph. She wrapped the baby in swaddling clothes, a diaper and a blanket, and laid him in a manger because hay is sweet-smelling and soft. While she rested and cleaned herself, birth is often messy. And then she picked him back up to nurse him if he needed to and walked him if he needed to and gazed at her new baby in awe. Let's sing Go Tell It on the Mountain, a celebration. In the hills around Bethlehem, there were shepherds out in the fields keeping watch over their flock of sheep. And suddenly there was a bright light all about them, and lo, an angel of the Lord appeared to them. And this angel was truly magnificent. The shepherds were terrified. But the angel said to them,
"Fear not, for I bring you tidings of great joy for all people. On this day in Bethlehem there is born a child, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign to you. You will find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger."
We do need more angels. One is not enough. So this is your opportunity for anyone who has not yet participated but would like to go on back. Your costume, your nativity elves will help you get angel costumes and rejoin us after this song. angels were saying, so angels, you're going to repeat after me. Glory to God in the highest heaven. And on earth, peace and goodwill to all people. And on earth, peace and goodwill to all people. And the shepherds...
Let us go now to Bethlehem and see this thing which has come to pass.
So the shepherds went with haste. Oh, I got my peacock. Awesome. The shepherds went with haste. And found Mary and Joseph and the babe with the manger, just as the angel had said it would be. You guys can go that way too. You don't have to be stuck. Move that way. Let Jesus explore you as necessary. Keep going. Okay. Go in front of the stars. When the shepherds saw this, they told everyone what the angel had said to them about this newborn child. And everyone who heard their story was amazed at what the shepherds had told them. But Mary treasured all these words and pondered them in her heart. And so the shepherds and the sheep knelt around the manger, praising God for all the wonders they had heard and seen. Now, around this same time, 3 wise people from a country to the east noticed a new star in the sky. One they had not seen before. They knew of a prophecy about a star and a child being born, so they followed the star, and it led them to the country of Jerusalem. And we'll sing their song as they approach. We 3 kings of Orient are. People asked the king there,
that has been born King of the Jews. We come to bring him gifts.
The king told them to go to Bethlehem, and so they followed the star, and finally it came to rest over the home where Mary and Joseph's new baby, Jesus, was toddling around, which is probably more historic historically accurate, it would have taken them a while to get there. Full of joy, the wise people entered the home and saw baby Jesus with his mother, and they knelt down before him. And opening their treasure chests, they presented to him gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. Please sing with us on this day everywhere. And this is the end of the story of Jesus' birth, but not the end of the story of how that birth and his life and his death changed our entire world. All is calm here, although it is certainly not silent. Each night a child is born is a holy night, because it is the beginning of a new story, a new life that may change the entire world in ways we cannot even imagine. There is love and mystery and wonder in what we see and hear and feel tonight as we tell the story of a baby's peaceful birth. As our characters get their candles, let us sing, let us celebrate the story that we've told together by singing Silent Night. You can go ahead and do the lights.
from Howard Thurman, The Work of Christmas. When the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, and when the shepherds are back with their flocks, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among the people, and to make music in the heart. So may it be this day and all days. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you.